Hey everyone, this is Simone Watson, and I am so excited to talk to you today because my plans for the next quarter of this year have changed since I talked to you on Monday. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so on Monday I came and I said that I want to write three first drafts in the next 3 months, one in April, one in May, and one in June, because basically I've done a lot of editing in the first quarter, but I haven't done a whole lot of like writing new stuff, and I want to write new stuff, and so that's exciting. I also said on Monday. That I have 6 novel ideas. Now, I have more than 6 novel ideas. I have a list, a long list, but those 6 were the 6 that were like fresh in my mind recently and were competing for my attention in these next 3 months. Um, that number 6 has changed to 7 because on Tuesday, great story here. I remembered an idea that I kind of came up with as an example when, like, during Pitch Madness, somebody was asking, like, how do you start a story or something like that on Twitter. And I was like, here's an example of how to come up with an idea. We need a main character, or like, because, I told you guys I probably need to make a video about this, about coming up with a story idea. But yeah, so I had said to him, "Oh, here's our main character, a high school swimmer, and then here's our conflict, blah blah blah," and then we just think about the consequences and things like that. Not exactly like that. The point is, I just remembered that idea on Tuesday, and as soon as I remembered it, I was like, "Oh, I really like that idea," and it's like a nice contemporary about a swimmer who saves a small child from drowning. He's a like not the star swimmer, okay, but after he saves this child from drowning, he becomes really famous, and he doesn't want to be really famous. And so then, this is the exciting part: is later on in the day, I had the idea that instead of being a contemporary, this is actually going to be what is sometimes called nostalgic fiction. I just found out that I just wasn't sure what that was called, but it takes place in the 70s, so you could call it historical. Anyway, instead of taking place now, it's going to take place in the 70s, and the teen is black, and the child that he saves from drowning is white. And so the teen gets all this attention that he doesn't want. Um, some of it is good and some of it is bad. Okay, so I kind of just pitched that to you guys. And yeah, so that's idea number 7. Its tentative title is What Do I Call This Anyway? Which is something I was thinking about when I didn't know what to call the book. And I was like, well, that might work as a title. If not, for now, we're going to go with it. And the main character's name is Rock because book takes place in 1975. I looked at the 1958, which would be the year he was born, the list of Social Security popular names, the top 1,000. And before looking at the list, I thought, okay, I'm just going to pick number 654. I look at it, and the name is Rock. And I'm like, well, that'll work. So I'm excited for that story. And that story might win, but we still have another day I still have another day to decide. But that's great. So today I took that story and my other 6, and I made Twitter pitches for them. I actually measured them out, and they could be pitches in PitMad. And I posted a photo of all 7 pitches on Twitter. And it's actually really helpful because for those ideas that I hadn't quite figured out, I kind of had to think on my feet to make these pitches, and it's very helpful. So now I have these 7 pitches, and after I write my one novel for April, then I can move on, and it's just really exciting, and yay! Okay, another thing has happened this week that has affected my plans. Well, yeah, kind of two things. Tethered. When I was pitching in PitMad last week, I pitched both Tethered and Red Letter Law. And an agent liked a Tethered pitch, and I went and I queried her. And as you guys know, Tethered, last time I said it was like maybe 31,000 words. It's 32,000 words-ish now. And I have queried it anyway because I've heard very conflicting things on how long a verse novel should be, especially a novel that's partially in verse. So because tethered is partially in verse, I was just like, maybe it works as a novel, so I'm just going to query it. Anyway, this agent said that I have a wonderful concept, but she can't represent anything under 60,000 words. And I was like, well, if it's longer later on, can I query you again? And she was like, sure, I'd love to take a look after that, or something like that. And I was just like, ah! So at first I was very sad because I was like, I was this close to having an agent and my book wasn't long enough. But now I'm like, no, I'm happy. I have a goal. I just add 28,000 more words, and as long as I can keep the story like good, and there we go. I mean, this could be a thing, you know what I mean? And even if that agent passes, it could be really helpful. So that is my plan as well. So now I need to, within the next month, I need to lengthen Tethered to 60,000 words. I'm going to try, because it's a new adult novel anyway, so you want it to be longer than, like, I don't know. Anyway, 60,000 is a good goal, I think. So I need to lengthen that to 60,000 words, and I need to draft my next book. Yeah. Like I said, number 7 might be winning, because I feel like I can't stop thinking about number 7, but then there are my other 6 that are also very shiny, so we will see. Maybe I'll just devote 90% of my word count to number 7 and 10% to, like, a wild card, like whatever I feel like writing that day. We'll see. Like I said, we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, one more thing. I was trying to get a lot done this week. I mean, I've been trying to get a lot done this week, including deciding on an idea, and that is because, April starts on Saturday. Camp NaNoWriMo starts on Saturday. It is also because I'm going to a wedding on Saturday, which is really exciting. And so this weekend is really going to be a time for me to spend time with family, and I'm not trying to do a lot of writing this weekend. Not only are we going to a wedding, but like my sister and brother-in-law are going to be in town, and I haven't seen them since like a few days after they got married, which was a couple months ago. And it's so great because we have this whole thing where it's like a bunch of weddings in the same year. So that's really exciting. Anyway, yeah, the point is I get to spend time with family and relax, and then come back on Monday, April 3rd, ready to do the dang thing. So April 3rd, Camp NaNoWriMo, do the dang thing. That's the plan. So I'm excited. Are you guys excited? And with the lengthening of Tethered, I may be able to lengthen it before April 7th, which would be exciting because that's a thing where it's a thing and there's I forgot what I was just it's a pitch contest. Revise and resubmit. I'm not sure if I'm entering that or not, but we'll see. So, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, and Red Letter Law, since I always talk about Red Letter Law. I've sent some queries for Red Letter Law. I'm about to send it to my friend and beta reader, and I'm about to give it a rest. I'm about to not do Red Letter, like not look at or think about or edit Red Letter Law for a while because, it's good to have a break, and it's good to be able to work on other projects. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, I hope I didn't forget anything important. But I'll see you on Monday. Bye.